Leo Haggerty, Amped Up Sports. It's Thursday, March 13th. Time for my Bolts of Lightning column, which should have went up yesterday. Tampa Bay experienced a below-average 1-2 week, capturing 2 of a possible 6 points. Here's how that played out for the Blue and Black last week. Let's go to Game 62. The Lightning 6, the Sabres 5. Tampa Bay overcame a 2-goal deficit, scoring the final 3 markers of the contest to defeat Buffalo 6-5 Thursday at Amalie Arena. The Lightning improved to 37-21-4, totaling 78 points. The Sabres slipped to 24-31-6, adding up to 54 points. The Bolts opened the scoring at 5:01 of the first period. Forward Nick Paul lit the lamp with defenseman Ryan McDonough and forward Brandon Hagel registering the assist. The lead was short-lived as the visitors knotted the score 16 seconds later. The Lightning retook the lead 36 seconds later, with defenseman Darren Radish found the back of the net, with forward Zemgus Grgurskins getting the only helper. The Swords recorded the next 2 goals, with the first at 8:20 and the second at 17:09. Both teams went to their locker rooms after a 20-minute scoring barrage, with Buffalo holding a 3-2 advantage. It took the Bolts only 58 seconds into the middle period to tie the score at 3-all. Forward Jake Gensel did the honors, with defenseman Eric Chernak and forward Nikita Kucherov being credited with the assists. The Sabres again dented the scoreboard twice to take a 5-3 lead in the second period. A power play goal at 9:35 was followed by another even-strength marker at 12:40, but Tampa Bay wasn't finished scoring either. The Lightning cut the margin to 5-4 at 17:43, with Gensel depositing his second goal of the evening, with forward Braden Point and Paul getting the assist. The Blue and Black evened the score just 1 minute and 3 seconds later, with Gensel getting the hat trick, with Hagel and Paul providing the helpers. So after 40 minutes of play, the score was now knotted at 5 each. The Bolts tallied the game winner from an unexpected source at 1:40 of the final stanza. Newly acquired forward Oliver Bjorstrand scored in his Bolts debut, with returning to the fold forward Yanni Gourde and Kucherov garnering the assist. Goalie Andrei Vasilevsky kept the Sabres off the scoreboard for the remainder of the third period to record the victory, stopping 28 of 33 shots on goal. Let's go to Game 63. Tampa Bay got shut out 4-0 by the Bruins. They met a hot goaltender on Saturday at Amalie Arena, falling to Boston. The Bruins moved to 29-28-8 for 66 points, and the Bolts fell to 37-22-4 to stay at 78 points. After a scoreless opening period of play, the Bruins took the lead at 10:32 of the middle stanza. The count would remain 1-0 in favor of the visitors after 40 minutes of hockey. Boston sealed the deal with 3 goals in the final period. The first at 13:16, with the second an empty net marker at 14:52, and the third at 15:53, making the final arithmetic 4-0 in favor of the Bruins. Number 88 suffered the defeat, making 22 saves on 25 shots on net. Let's go to Game 64. The Hurricanes 4, the Lightning 1. Tampa Bay lost their second game in a row on Tuesday at the Lenova Center, 4-1 to Carolina. With the win, the Hurricanes are now 39-22-4, and that equates to 82 points. The loss put the Bolts at 37-23-4 to stay at 78 points. The Hurricanes took the lead at 4:29, with the only score of the opening period being a shorthanded marker. Carolina would increase their lead to 3-0 in the middle period, with goals at 12:56 and 19:15. The Lightning would dent the scoreboard at 4:38 of the final 20 minutes of play, cutting the margin to 3-1. Forward Gage Goncalves put the biscuit in the basket, with Hagel and Radish registering the helpers, but the home team would end all thoughts of a comeback by the Blue and Black with an insurance marker at 6:26, making the final count 4-1 in favor of the Hurricanes. The Big Cat took the loss, turning away 28 of 31 shots. Now for my analysis. Bjornstad became the 5th Lightning player to record a game-winning goal in their franchise debut. Point 2, Tampa Bay was shut out for only the second time this season. And point 3, the Goncalves goal snapped 122 minutes of scoreless hockey for the Bolts. Leo Haggerty, Amped Up Sports. That's what happened with our Tampa Bay Buccaneers last week. Here's what's going on this week. They're tonight with the Flyers. Book it, Dano.